Hi. Hmm. Ooh, it's been a long day. Okay. I'm just going to start backwards, I guess. I just came home from being in the ER, emergency room, today. I was taken to the emergency room. So I was experiencing vertigo and basically vertigo. But it just made me very disoriented and confused. Um, Raised my blood pressure. Like, see, I'm not lying. Like, I don't want to show you. Like, my birthday was last week, but like, yeah. Let me show you at least the thing. So I know it's upside down. I know it's backwards. Real deal. Okay. I took photos too, but I don't know. It's been a weird day, but it is definitely a day of change. Um, a lot of reflection, inner reflection. I was in the ER. I've been in, I've been to the ER before, other reasons, but it felt different. I know I just said disoriented, but I was more aware when I was there. I was, my ears, my hearing, and that's kind of what triggered me to go in the first place. I, where do I want to start with this? I was at work and um, at 8 o'clock, our Zoom meeting comes on, and there was like an echoey feedback. I was already not feeling my best. Yeah, I've got friends texting me, checking in, but I was already not feeling so great going into work. I think it started overnight where I just woke up really congested, very much sinusy, um, ear filling kind of stuffiness, and just not feeling that great. And in the morning, I kind of was like, "You're going to work." So yeah, I made it in. Stayed for an hour and a half. Sorry, I'm checking my email, my text. Okay. So again, I'm getting people texting me. Um, so a coworker um took me to emergency care, and it was there where again I was, again not feeling so great. Again, sorry, not feeling at my best, and afraid to actually move because when if you've never had vertigo before, I've had it. I've had vertigo before over the years. That it hurts if you move too fast or you feel like you're, spinning out of control. When I got there, the I think I've already got my events out of order. Okay, so what triggered the real aggressive vertigo was the Zoom meeting when it had like an echoey feedback loop. In the loop, it was on a frequency that already know most adults wouldn't have noticed, but I noticed it, and it was just making me ill. And I was like, the best way I can describe it all was like being rung like a bell. And the the sound itself kept coming back, and I was like being shook, like not violently, but just enough to where it was just really, really uncomfortable. So yeah, so eventually I made it to emergency care, and I was telling the doctors there that about my meditating practice and how certain things are coming up, like literally, like my muscles are, wincing but I'm not in pain kind of thing. And they put me on like a EKG, I think, the heart thing, and they wanted to monitor the heart. And so while I was there, again, I was feeling more like I can talk about what I'm experiencing, and I wanted to keep talking because I wanted to rule out at least things like stroke or whatever. But I was there, and I wanted to show at least through the um, through the testing what I could do with my heart rate. All this week, I've been talking to the kids about um, the mind heart coherence, on how, and last week we talked about how mindset and your brain tells your body what to do, kind of things. So while I was there hooked up and stuff, I started thinking about all the children that love me, all the people who love me, and I am one of those happy criers, I guess. And so, and laughing kind of thing. So, of course, tears came and little chuckling came. Um, I have those results, I think, and I can show them, but there is a marked difference in the heart rate when I was doing that. And so because of that, they were like, "Well, there's some abnormalities here. We're gonna send you to the ER, like the real one." And so my coworker drove me there, and I got there. Um, I was starting to feel a little more focused, and knowing that I needed to check out everything. Obviously, there is illness going around still. Even my students, some like 3 or 4 are out this week, and once I got again. I think whoever's out there, the one or creator, whatever. I kind of almost. I don't want to say immediately got a room. I got a space pretty fast in the ER, a room, and um, they started checking me out. Got the CT and all that stuff, and I pretty much spent the day there, you know, and with the little clicky do checking on your heart rate. The one thing that just wasn't normal was my blood pressure, but I just had a physical a month ago, which was normal, and my heart rate was kind of normal, but the blood pressure was just like, what's going on? So that's why they kept me basically for the day. I started to be on more stable feeling. The dizziness was going away. But while I was there, again, my hearing is very keen. I overheard a man passing, and it was kind of, at first, I didn't realize that he was gone because of how calm it all was. And I could hear everyone going to him and rushing and talking, and it wasn't like anybody was panicking, but they were, like, you can hear it. And like I said, I have keen hearing. I can hear what they're saying, like you know unresponsive, all the things. And again, I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared. If anything, almost the moment I got to the ER, I was trying to wish well all the people around me everywhere I was in that wing, um feeling like I I'm just disoriented. I'm not in pain. I'm not vomiting. I'm not doing all the things, but I feel like I need to push out my well wishing to everybody who passes by me. I want them to feel it. And I I was already in my private bed, semi-private bed. Um and like I said, I could hear what's going on, and the man was John Doe. Um and they tried to resuscitate, but he had a cardiac arrest. And again, it was almost like a let go. And I, when I realized that that is what happened, again, I just, again, felt like I needed to wish well whoever his family was or is, because they didn't know who he is. And I overheard lots of tragedy while I was there. And I didn't feel afraid for myself necessarily. I didn't even feel afraid for them. I just felt like I wanted to be the witness, and if I could help energetically, then that's what I need to do. I wanted to get this fresh on, and I was even debating on should I even make this video live, but I'm gonna leave it up for a little bit. Um, I gotta look at my blood work, everything. The only thing that was off was sodium, of all things, and it looks like the chlorine levels were a little off. Everything else pretty much normal. Um, heart rate normal. Nothing. It never went over 90. Like seriously. Um, yeah. I feel like I am changing in a lot of ways, and I welcome it. I do. It might be a little scary, but I welcome it. Um, yeah. I just wanted to come on. I'm looking at as I took my glasses off. I spent a lot of the day also without glasses on purpose because again, it was like there was almost too much sensory around me. That's what it was. It was like too much light, too much sound, too much of everything all coming at me all at once, and I couldn't handle it. It was too like all of it happening at once. And then like I said, that Zoom feedback loop was like the tipping point, and I was like, I can't, my body just couldn't hold up. So I'm gonna get some rest. Um, drinking ginger. Probably need to get some coconut water in me too. Um, I am okay. That's why I'm doing this video. But I just also wanted to reflect a little bit on the events of the day. I feel like, yeah, and I said this already, but I feel like there's a change happening in me and a change happening in this, all of this. Okay, take care.